All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
My name is Eddie Elisma, and I'm on Real Talk with Nick.
That's what's up, man. Are you a Knicks fan?
Always been a Knicks fan since a young boy.
Since a young boy. Who is your favorite player? What brought you to the Knicks, man?
Favorite player? Wow, you got to go with Patrick Ewing, Latrell Sprewell. I mean, you got there's so many that I used to like. Allen Houston, Bernard King. Bernard King was the first Knick that I was like, wow,
Yeah,
it was awesome.
it was awesome.
That's a fact.
Okay, all right. And when we speak of the Knicks today, we speak of players like Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, man, you quickly, any of these names, like, give you that same spark?
Uh, I think we need. I think they're okay, as far how I would like for them to be.
Yeah?
I think they're okay.
Let's start with Julius Randle, man. Do you think he want to be a Knick at this time?
Honestly, I don't know if you want to be a Knick. I don't know. I don't know. I just think like for well, we would say a franchise player or one of the franchise players. Too many holes in his game.
Too many holes in his game. So what's his upscale? What do you like about him? Because remember, the Knicks was 4th seed. Not too long ago, we went to the playoffs.
I mean, understand this like I think he could hoop. I think he could hoop. I just think like what defenses do to him is, especially in crunch time, and they force him to his right. And I think that's one of the things that hurt him, because like when I watch him, if he goes right, it's one dribble pull up. It's not necessarily where he's going to take it to the hole and stuff like that. Especially during playoff time, it gets kind of hard, because people like defenses are prepared for your best players. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that was the case when the Knicks played against the Atlanta Hawks?
I believe so. Yeah. I believe so. I think like they in the NBA, what they force you to do what you're uncomfortable in doing. So if you're not that comfortable going right and finishing right, or just they're gonna force you to be uncomfortable. And I think you could see it throughout the games where he was a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay. Now, those who critique Randle, right, say that he's playing more like a point forward instead of playing his position, like bringing the ball up, playing like a point guard, pretty much.
But you can't critique, because they say. I think the critiques are wrong, because that is what he does. He's a in today's era. Because Julius Randle is what, 6'8", 6'9".
Okay.
That's what the game is. The game evolved to that. So you can't critique him on. That's what he does.
That's what he does. Play like a point guard.
I mean, not necessarily like a point four. Yeah. Point four. Yeah. A point four. Like what is for me. I think like this era falls in love too much with the 3-point shot. I think that's what Harper's that instead of, going to the hole and creating the contact and getting the fouls, it's more threes than anything.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, if you have a 3-point shot, that's awesome, but still, you need we need to get back to basics.
And play under the basket, some post.
Like you could be intertwined, do both. Go inside, outside. Because today, for him, I think like he needs to vary his game. Like it can't be all outside one day and all inside.
Okay.
You got to go inside, outside. You got to, whatever your skill level is, that's what you need to take advantage of.
Okay.
And I think he can take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he got skills. We're not doubting the skills because he got most improved. I'm not doubting that at all.
Right.
I just think a lot of times it's bad shot selection, maybe.
And he's under fire as far as his relationship with the fans, man. He got caught up being frustrated.
As a basketball player, I understand like you getting frustrated, but like fans will be fans, man. There's nothing that you can do about that. Fans will be fans. Knicks fans, we want to win. You understand what I'm saying? Like we want to win. I want to be able to go go to the Garden and cheer for my Knicks. I love the Knicks.
Love the
I,
Knicks.
I love the Knicks. Everything is Knicks for me. I like. Okay, yeah, I have other teams or other players that I like and I follow, but like you know I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan, and like I don't care about that. I'm a Knicks fan,
Right,
and I want us to win. So as a as a fan, we just beefing because we not winning.
right. You're pretty much correct, sir. So let me ask you this, man. You're a Knicks fan. Now you said we not winning. We all know we not. We haven't really seen a postseason before the one we recently had since Carmelo, 2012, 2013 season.
Right.
Would you say the reason for this concerning the Knicks organization is because they too busy trying to buy a franchise instead of developing a franchise?
I mean, one. I believe it starts up top. I think like it's bad management. Personally, respectfully, I think it's bad management.
Bad management. Okay.
I think bad management. We make bad choices. We've made bad choices back when Phil Jackson was around, and bad picks, trading players. And stuff like that. Even they traded for Zingis and all that stuff. Like those are bad moves.
Yeah, but Porzingis didn't want to be with the Knicks once Melo departed, and he wanted to be the number one option.
Okay, but the problem would be this right here. Like, why would you get rid of? Why did you get rid of Carmelo?
Well, he had bum heads with Phil Jackson, I believe. Like Phil wasn't high on.
Okay, but the problem is like people like what has Phil Jackson did as far as general manager, that has equated to winning.
Yeah,
Phil is possibly he's not possibly he's a great coach, but management, not
right, right.
He hasn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? So like Carmelo, you got the franchise player. You got your franchise player in one of the top 50. Like how you bumping the heads?
Okay. Now I want to talk about draft. The Knicks in the draft, they gave up the 11th pick. And Osman Dane, European player. I think that was a grave mistake, man. I mean, a lot of people's not high on European players. They say they're not a good fit in today's game. But do you think the Knicks should at least picked up that guard, man?
I don't like. I don't think the Knicks are like the Knicks can't be in that. Like we got to get players. You just giving up you giving up this, giving up that, giving up like what like.
Well,
what are we getting?
Well,
and what did we get?
So far, we got Jalen Brunson, the guard coming from the Mavs.
And I like Jalen Brunson. I've been a fan of Jalen Brunson ever since Villanova.
What you like about his game?
Crafty, shooter, spunky. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying? And
some are concerned that he's an undersized guard.
He is undersized. Not that he is undersized.
Do you think that might hurt the Knicks, man?
I mean,
when you come against guards like Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday.
Defensively, But one thing he got going for him, he's very strong. So that. But they didn't get Jalen Brunson because of a trade. They got Jalen Brunson because of the money. Because they signed him. It wasn't because of a trade that they made.
Right.
If it was a trade, you say, "Oh, okay, they got this because of this." They didn't trade for him.
Right.
They signed it.
They cleared cap space.
You know what I'm saying?
So they can acquire.
I think we just need to do better, man.
Yeah.
We the Knicks need to do better for their fan base.
Okay.
Like, come on, you can't be in the mecca of basketball. It's the mecca of basketball. New York is the mecca.
Right.
And we don't the Knicks is like the Knicks. Brooklyn just got here. So Brooklyn is not considered. If you're a true New Yorker,
the Knicks is where it's at.
The Knicks is where it's at. If you're a true New Yorker, The Knicks is where it's
I
at.
call Brooklyn Net fans nothing but disappointed Knicks fans. So
Like
pretty much.
like Brooklyn, like homie, I get it. If you live in Brooklyn, if you're from Brooklyn, I get it.
And then there's even more Knicks fans in Brooklyn. I've been out there. I know.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if you're in Brooklyn because the Nets are right next door from you, I get it. But if you Manhattan, you're a Knicks fan.
Right.
You're a Knicks fan.
Right off the top.
That's
Okay.
respectfully though.
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
Okay, and going back to Jalen Brunson, right? You said you like him.
I do.
Can he play off the ball? Can he make other players better
Can he-
when he's having a bad game? Is he that type of guard where he can assist, get other players involved?
Homie, I think so. Homie, I think so. No, homie, I think so. Homie, I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. He's a smaller. He was that way at school, at Villanova, yeah, for sure. Homie, I can see him. Homie, I can see him getting plays better.
Yeah. And what it mean for a player like R.J. Barrett when you got a point guard like Jalen Brunson? Do you think R.J. Barrett is going to get more touches on the rock? Do you see his game elevating?
Homie, I don't. Homie, I don't know. Homie, I hope so. Homie, I hope so.
Are you big on R.J. Barrett? Let's start there.
Am I big on RJ Barrett?
Yeah.
Homie, I'm
This is
okay.
another player who goes on, who's dominantly on his left.
Yeah, I mean, like, to me, especially once you're in the upper echelons of basketball, which is the NBA, and like as far as let's say if you're gonna be a franchise player, or you can't have that as your weakness. You can't have the fact that you can't go left or right as your weakness. You might have something else. You might be bad at shooting this or bad, okay, but not where you can't go left, you can't go right. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a weakness. And I think, don't get me wrong, I think he's getting better, and I think he still can get better at it, and I wish him the best because, again.
You think he's becoming a franchise player of the team? Some would say no one want to win more than R.J. Barrett, man.
I mean that's.
His work ethic.
I mean that's like a franchise player to me is somebody when at the end of the game that's going to take over that you can get a bucket. That's going to get you a bucket. That's a franchise player. That's going to get you a bucket, or that's gonna make a move to get somebody a proper bucket.
Right.
And right now, I mean, I don't know if he's that.
You don't know if he's that.
I don't know if he's that.
And why you don't know? Why you not sure? What hasn't he shown to fully convince you that?
He hasn't shown that.
So what are you waiting for when you speak of R.J. Barrett's game? What would you like to see more of?
Like more dominance. More dominance. Like RJ Barrett for me is he has, let's say he'll have one game for 30. All right, and we're up in arms. Oh my God, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then tomorrow he'll 15, maybe 5 for 16 shooting. You understand? So like, but is RJ Barrett is nice. I would like for him to be more consistent.
Okay, that's what I was waiting. All right.
I mean,
consistency.
I would love consistency.
Okay.
I would love consistency.
All right.
But
All right.
RJ Barrett is nice.
All right. And the big talk, once again, this play I'm about to mention, some say he should be the point guard on the
Quickly.
Knicks. Emmanuel Quickly. When I speak of my boy IQ, some say, why you bringing in Jalen Brunson when you got Emmanuel Quickly? Yes, he's a combo guard, but he was playing the point in college while he was in Kentucky. He's been under the tutorage of Derrick Rose for about 2 years. Why do all that just to sit him in a second unit? So I'm asking you, do you think Emmanuel Quickly should start as a point guard, or should have started now that we got Jalen Brunson? Do you think they should have gave the keys to Emmanuel Quickly instead? Or do you think Emmanuel Quickly is better off in the second unit and could possibly become the sixth man of the year this upcoming season?
I mean, personally, I think they should have. I think they should have let Emmanuel quickly have the ball. They
Over
should
Jalen Brunson?
not over like before I even thought about Jalen Brunson, like coming in and what he's been able to do. I would have like I would have went with Jalen. I would have went with Emmanuel quickly at the point
Why?
because like he's a young guard. He's a young guard who's played for who played for the Knicks and he showed you spurts of that of that he can get the job done. You know, with little fine tuning, more reps, more. You know what I'm saying? You could like for me. I think he would do. I think he'd be a good guard.
Believe
Yeah,
it or
but Kenny, but is him Jalen Brunson at the point and him coming off the bench can possibly help. I mean, that can possibly help the Knicks.
yeah, and believe it or not, they got similar stats. Like I think Emmanuel quickly is what, like 14 points per game. Jalen's 17. Assists, I believe Emmanuel quickly is what, 4. Jalen Brunson 2, something like that. Like it's similarities. Like
I mean,
nothing too.
I mean, so that's what I'm like. That's what I'm talking about. Like they should have. Homie, I think before they even got Jalen Brunson out of, I would have gave Emmanuel quickly the keys.
We gave him the keys.
I would have gave him the keys. I would have gave him the keys because I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? And it's a great pickup. It's a great pickup, but you also have
IQ.
you already have IQ. You know
So you think IQ would be more of a spark off the bench? Because you need a strong bench.
now he don't have no choice. The Knicks don't have no choice but have IQ coming off the bench. Have no choice. Right now, this current, you have no choice because you got Jalen Brunson. What you gonna do?
Right.
You can't stop both of them.
Sure can.
You're talking about two undersized guards. You can't.
Now I want to talk about Tom Thibodeau, the defensive coach. He prides on defense, man.
Right.
If you don't play D, you don't play.
Right.
How important is defense to you, man?
Defense wins championships.
I hear that all the time, but
I mean, I don't like
you got a team like Golden State Warriors, who some say don't play D.
they do them. They play a lot of D actually.
You think so? You're the
Yeah.
first one who said that. Some say they know how to hide they lackluster concerning the defensive game.
I mean, call it what you want. The numbers say differently.
Okay.
Call it what you want. Whether they play makeshift defense, if they play makeshift defense or whatever it is that they play, if you can't get a bucket, that's a defensive stop for me. If I force you to take a ill-advised shot, that's a defensive stop for me.
Okay.
So of course they play defense.
All right.
They play a lot of defense actually.
Okay. Is Jalen Brunson a liability on defense? In your eyes? Because remember, he's playing under Coach Tibbs, a defensive coach.
No, because Jalen Brunson he's undersized. He's undersized, but he's strong though. You understand what I'm saying?
Is it safe to say he's something like a Nate Robinson?
Like no, Nate Robinson
He was strong too.
he was strong, but Nate Robinson was really small though. Like really small. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
Like Jalen Brunson is a little bit stronger than Nate Robinson.
Okay.
He's a little bit wider.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, Nate Robinson's extremely athletic. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Nate was athletic-ish, but
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but Son is a little bit more sturdy.
Okay. Hey, my boy Treetop. We speak of Obi, man. A lot of people say that Obi is only good for fast breaks. You believe that? Some people actually fix their face up and say that Obi game, that he don't play zone basketball. I hear all types of shit when they speak of my man Obi. Although some are high on him, but those who critique Obi say that he's nothing but a fast break player.
For me, I think OB need to polish his game, get a mid range, get a decent enough handles where you can go 1-2 jump shot. But right now he's a slasher. Yeah, fast break, but he's a slasher, cutter. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I mean, like,
And those who's high on him say that, oh, we can play off the ball.
I mean, that's what he to me, he's only an off the ball player.
Okay.
He's only an off the ball player.
Do he mind you of certain players in the past, man? Some say Amari, not so much at his prime, but he's showing little flashes.
Nah, I mean no, because Amari, you can give him the ball, and he can get you a bucket. Decent. Amari had a nice little pull up, jab step shot, boom, back to the basket, spin. OB don't have that.
Can he develop that?
I mean, of course, with training, of course, because what people don't understand, OB's a 3. OB's not a 4. Yeah, you play him at the 4, but he's a 3.
Why you say he's a 3 and not a 4?
Because he is. If you look at his build, OB ain't overly, you know what I'm saying? He's not big. OB's a 3.
So you think he'll strive better at the 3?
I mean, if he works on his game, yeah. OB's a 3. How tall is OB?
What, 6'8"?
3's a 6'8". 3's a 6'8", 6'9" right now. PG 6'8". Jaylen Brown 6'8". Like this, like those are 6'8".
Okay.
He's not 6'10", 6'11". He's not that. OB's a 3. OB's a 3.
Interesting. And the big talk, man. We almost there. Donovan Mitchell. I don't even know where to begin at, man. Look like the Knicks trying to pull him in. You got a man, you quickly hanging with Donovan Mitchell this offseason.
But my thing is, okay, like
some say Donovan Mitchell will bring the starting 5 strong, but the bench will be weak.
I mean, but the problem is this right here. In order for you to get Donovan Mitchell, right? Because Donovan Mitchell is not a free agent. Donovan Mitchell, you have to get him off trades, right?
Right.
So that starting 5, you're gonna have to give up one of those. You're gonna have to give up maybe a couple of those pieces.
Do you think it's worth it? So you're a Knicks fan. Would you like to see Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks?
Homie, I like D Mitchell. Homie, I like D Mitchell. My question is, are we looking to win now, or are we looking to win in the future?
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna put the question on you. Bringing Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks, would the Knicks be looking for now, a quick fix now, or would they be looking in the future?
I mean, the thing is, it's who you get rid of.
Well, talks was Obi, Quentin Grimes, McBride.
I like Quentin Grimes on that. I like Quentin Grimes.
What you like about Quentin Grimes?
Son, he's a hooper. He shoot. I like Son. I like him a lot, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's yeah, you like haha.
Is there any players that Quentin Grimes remind you of?
Right now off the head, not really, but I like him though.
What's his upscale? You say you can shoot.
Yeah, you got a great upscale. You can put it on the floor, you can shoot. That's what today's basketball. Put it on the floor and you can shoot. Finish, you're good. Like I like Son.
Okay.
I like him a lot actually.
All right.
I like Quentin Grimes.
Are you that big on McBride? Who some say is the most defensive player on the Knicks?
For me, I like him because he like I told you. For me, I like people who play defense. For me, I like my favorite players. All my favorite players that I've ever liked are people that play both sides.
Both sides.
Both sides. I don't like I might be like, oh, yo, he can go offensively, but defensively he's a liability.
Okay.
So I like people who play both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I love that.
All right. And big man Mitch. Big Mitch.
Oh, I like
Mitch got hit the 60 million.
who may I like him.
Yeah.
Like who may I think he needs to polish off his offensive skills. And I'm not talking about where he needs to develop all these moves. No, it's
Well,
one or two. Little catch, little hook.
where it is, he got a 3-ball that Tom Thibodeau's not letting him
I don't care
display.
I don't care about the 3-ball.
You don't care about the 3.
I don't care about the 3-ball.
Why? Because if you miss the missed shots, then
Family can't shoot free throws. You can't. He's not a great free throw shooter.
right,
So why would I trust you to take a 3-pointer?
right. Mouthful right there, man. Mouthful.
Like if you can't shoot free, okay. Like if you can't shoot free throws, why would I trust you to get off a 3-ball? Why would I be like, yo, take the 3? Why would I do that?
Okay, and this is it, nail in the coffin, man. Tom Thibodeau, is he's the coach for the Knicks, man? Is this his breakthrough season? Is it a must,
Yeah, it's a fact.
or he's out of here?
No, he has to. Like he has to do. I mean, you have to do something. He has to do something. If not, then we got to go elsewhere.
And you think that's why Rick Bronson is the assistant coach? So just in case he doesn't fulfill the task.
Listen, like the Knicks organization, I have no idea why they do the things that they do. So
Right.
I don't.
No one does. I'm just asking the
Yeah,
question, brother.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea why the Knicks do. Like the Knicks do Knicks things. I don't know. So for me, I wish Tom Thibodeau the best. I hope that that we can put some on the court that can make people what I'm saying, excited to see the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, and excited to be Knicks fans, and like, yo, come on, Knicks, baby, come on.
My man, that's what it is, man.
Yes,
I want
sir,
to thank
yes,
the OG for coming on Real Talk with Nick. Once again, we on the east side, heart of Harlem,
Yes, sir.
breaking it down on Nick basketball. Peace, King.
Yes, sir.